Bismillah. We're gonna name this one?
Manners, some of the manners of seeker of knowledge.
Some of the manners?
Manners of the seeker of knowledge. So I think it's the same title from yesterday, but the next part.
Part 3?
So part 3. Or part 2. Part 3?
Part 2, yeah.
If you call it the manners, part 2. If you keep the same title as before.
You know that costs money, right? Papers is money. Scamming. You know, you see a lot of pencils laying around. What was pencil to us, Sultan? Tell these youngins. They think pencils.
Pencil,
back in the days, what were we?
Yeah.
No, back in the days, what we used to. It'd be hard to find a pencil, right?
Machine the pen sharpener.
No, to find pencils.
Back in the day.
You're asking pencils for free.
This is the next stop.
He says turn I got you, my where do you go, man? What was that? Wait, you guys lost? Big time. Big time. It's like 180.
Hamza, whoever's in the lobby area, get him inside. Whoever's in the lobby area.
نعم شكرا يا أخي بسم الله والحمد لله الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تمسك بسنته بإحسان إلى يوم الدين أما بعد. After praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and sending the salutations upon the Messenger alayhi salatu wassalam, and upon his family and his companions, and upon all those who follow upon his guidance into the establishment of the last day. To proceed, ikhwan, Allahumma inna na'udhu bika min ilmin la yanfa' ومن قلب لا يخشع ومن نفس لا تشبع ومن دعاء لا يسمع. Verily, Ya Allah, we seek refuge with you from knowledge that has no benefit, and from a heart that has no fear, and from a soul that has no satisfaction nor contentment, and from a dua that goes unanswered. To proceed, ikhwan, فقبل أن نبدأ, before we begin, ya ikhwan, هل جميع الطلاب دفتر أو جهاز وقلم أو قلم الرصاص. So before we begin, let's make sure each and all of the students have something to write on, a piece of paper or a notebook or a device or salt, and something to write with, inshallah ta'ala. وَالَّذِي مَا عِنْدَهُ شَيْءٍ يُعْطَى. And the one who doesn't have anything, then he can be given something to write on, inshallah ta'ala. أريدكم أن تفعلوا هذا لجميع دروسكم. And remember, we want you to do this for all of your classes, يا إخوان. عندكم درس فاحضر هذا الدرس وعندك الشيء لتكتب به ولتكتب فيه. Every class you guys intend, inshallah, in the masjid or outside the masjid, in the school, outside the school, in the ma'had, outside the ma'had. Whether you have a class in your house, in the backyard, front yard, wherever the class is, ya ikhwan, you have something to write with, and something to write on, or something to write on, something to write with. طيب وبعد ذلك من قام بالواجب. After that, who did the homework from yesterday, يا إخوان؟ أعطيتكم واجبا واحدا. We gave the brothers and sisters one piece of homework. All of the sisters' hands, mashallah, go up. Zay, only one. Mashallah, 3 brothers.
I did about it. Sorry.
The brother said, I did it, but I left it at home. That was Muhammad also. I did it, but I left it home. Oh yeah, come on, ya ikhwan, that was. Oh, you did it. Muhammad also has his, alhamdulillah. فبقية من ما فعلوا الواجب عند انتهاء الدرس لهم 100 ضبط إن شاء الله. So those who didn't do their homework after class, you guys owe us 100 push-ups, inshallah. You didn't do your homework, 100 push-ups, inshallah. Those who did their homework, alhamdulillah. If you don't do your homework, you have to do push-ups. Or if you did it and left it somewhere, that's the same. The brother said, I did mine, but mashallah, I left it at the house. That's almost like the one who didn't do it. طيب من يذكر لنا بعض آداب طالب العلم? Who can mention some of the manners that we learned so far of the student of knowledge? تفضل. Has to have حسن النية, the good intention, or الإخلاص لله تعالى. He has to be sincere while he's seeking knowledge. طيب بعد ذلك, next one. You have all 3 memorized. حفظت كلها أو بعضها. You memorize all 3 or some of them? Some of them not. Number 2, الثاني.
Every knowledge you gain, you have to be from the Quran.
طيب, the source الأصل تلقي العلم الكتاب والسنة. The source that you take in your knowledge from are 2 sources, the Quran and the Sunnah. The Quran and the Sunnah. فما بال بآراء الشخص. So what do you say about someone's opinion? مثلا, for example, أنا أعطيكم مثالا أو أنا أعطيكم رأيي. I give you my opinion about an issue. هل يجب عليكم أخذ هذا الرأي? Is it obligatory upon you to take my opinion? I don't give you no Quran and Sunnah. وَنَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ. I give you my opinion. لا تلعبوا, stop playing يا إخوان. هل يجب على الجميع أخذ هذا الرأي? Is it obligatory upon those who hear my opinion to take my opinion? The answer is no. طيب, لا يجوز إذا لا يخالف الكتاب والسنة, ويجوز تركه أيضا لأنه الرأي. If someone gives their opinion, you guys stop playing. Bismillah. لا تلعب في الدرس. No playing in class. كيف هذا أول درس لك وأتيت لعبا? How this your first day and you can't play? No playing. Alhamdulillah. وما عندكم دفتر and you don't have a notebook. 2 strikes against our, what's your name again? Huh? Imran. 2 strikes against our beloved brother Imran on his first day. MashaAllah. How many push-ups do we give our new brother who came playing his first day, no notebook, and playing in class? That's like 100 push-ups right there. 3 strikes against Imran. First day, he came playing, no pencil, no pen, no paper, and distracting the other new brother. What's your name, Yafi?
Me?
Huh?
Saeed.
Saeed. And Saeed is new also. No pencil, no paper. Also playing with Imran, laughing too. How you gonna be in front of me laughing? Yeah, fun. At least be in the back. So let's give double push-ups to our new brothers who came unprepared and playing, distracting everyone else. MashaAllah. So 100 for Imran, 100 for Saeed after class. Inshallah. Oh, Luqman too. Oh, one of our favorite, Luqman. Double push-ups for Luqman after class. Somebody make sure they did a push-ups too, yeah, Kwan. Right? We need a referee, a push-up sheikh. Inshallah. To watch the brothers to do their punishment. All the sisters did their homework and they have notebooks and pencils. MashaAllah. May Allah make our youth from the men like our youth from the sisters. Alhamdulillah. This doesn't mean we don't have honorable brothers. I don't want no one getting offended. Come on, ya akhi. Why you not like that, ya ikhwan? If they're good, alhamdulillah. That's from Islam. They're our sisters, our mothers, our daughters. It's an honor to have a proficient sister learning the Quran and Sunnah, outdoing the brothers. Alhamdulillah. They beat us in the game after Asr. They come prepared. Saeed Imran is playing. Alhamdulillah. May Allah make it easy. طيب. الأدب الثالث, third point. Who can mention the third manner? تفضل. الدفاع عن الدين. The student of knowledge, he intends to defend the religion. يدافع عن ماذا? He is defending the religion from what? Who knows? What is he defending the religion against?
Innovation.
Huh?
Innovation.
Innovation, falsehood, corruption, al-kadhib, lies, بدون or lies upon Allah and His Messenger and upon the religion. قال بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الأمر الرابع, point number 4. Point number 4. Write this down here, إخوان. رفع الجهل عن نفسه وعن غيره. Removing ignorance from yourself and from others. Point number 4. Removing ignorance from yourself and from others. قال أن ينوي بطلب العلم رفع الجهل عن نفسه وعن غيره. He says the student of knowledge, while he's seeking knowledge, she intends to remove ignorance from herself. He intends to remove ignorance, Ayub, from himself and from others. From himself and from others. وقال بعض السلف فاحفظ فلعلك تسأل عنه في يوم آخر. وكما قال رحمه الله. Some of the Salaf used to say, whenever they mentioned the issue to their students, they would say, memorize it. For verily, one day you may be asked about it. So you learn something. But one day you're going to be a shaykh. You may be an imam. You may be a mudarris. You may be a ustadh. You may be a da'i. وتسأل عن مسألة ما فتعطي العلم كما تعلمت العلم. So one day you're the imam. You're the shaykh. Someone else is playing. Stop playing, ya ikhwan. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. طيب. Now you're the imam. You're the teacher. So just as you learn, now someone asks you a question. So you have the knowledge, now you can give it. So the sister began as a student of knowledge, Allah Akbar, now she is a shaykh. So the students ask her, and ask her, and now she can give the knowledge. قال لأن الأصل في الإنسان الجهل. Benefit number 1 for tonight. Benefit number 1. The origin of the person is ignorance. The origin of the person, of the individual, is that he or she is ignorant. That's the asl, that's the origin. The origin of the person is that he or she is ignorant. هذا الأصل, that's the origin يا إخوان. فعلينا أن نرفع هذا الأصل عن نفسنا, عن أنفسنا. So we try to remove this origin, ignorance, from ourselves. فولدنا عالمين؟ لا. ولدنا جاهلين. We were born knowledgeable? No. When our mothers gave birth to us, we don't come out scholars. You don't come out imams. You don't come out knowledgeable. That little baby that you're giving the pacifier to, changing his little butt and wiping his little mouth, is ignorant. This is the origin. The origin of the individual is that he is ignorant. He is ignorant. قال ودليل ذلك, and the proof to that. And the proof to that. قوله تعالى والله أخرجكم من بطون أمهاتكم لا تعلمون شيئا. لا تعلمون شيئا. As Allah Ta'ala says, and Allah, He is the one that has exited you from the wombs of your mother. لا تعلمون شيئا. Al-ayah, Surah Al-Nahl. And you didn't used to know anything. You were ignorant. So you come out of your womb, the womb of your mother, وَلَا تَعْلَمُونَ شَيْئًا. And you didn't have knowledge of anything. So this is a proof, هذا الدليل على أن أصل الإنسان الجهل. That the origin of the individual, the brother, the sister, the mankind, or the jinn, their origin is al-jahl, that they are ignorant. First part of tonight's homework. كتابة هذه الآية 10 مرات. I want you to write this verse 10 times. Surah An-Nahl, Surah number 16, verse 28. Just write 16, 28. Or Nahl 28. I want you to write this one verse. Inshallah, tomorrow everyone's going to come with their homework. Inshallah. We'll give you some Yemeni punishments. Oh, also in Somalia, the sheikhs, the ulama in Somalia are, mashallah, severe also when the students don't do their homework also. But sometimes the sheikh may slap the person on the hand. But then some of them stopped doing that as they felt that was too harsh. Some scholars still do that. Our Sheikh Abu Hussein in Yemen, mutashaddid in this issue. If the student didn't do their homework, the sheikh will leave. إذا لا يوجد واحد من الطلاب قام بالواجب الشيخ أخذ أشياءه وانصرف. قال ما عندي وقت وهو كان متشدد. This sheikh was one of the most serious scholars I've ever studied with in Yemen. Serious, mashallah, serious. He used to say, if nobody did their homework, no one, he would grab his stuff, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and leave. He said, tomorrow's not promised. There's no time to waste. We can have fun and play games, but there's no time to waste. At any rate, who benefits from the homework? Are you? Who benefits from the homework? Who? The homework that you write, who benefits from it? Hey, you, the one who writes it. You memorize, who benefits from what you memorized? You, first and foremost. Before you share the knowledge, you. So get into the habit, ikhwan, of doing the homework. It's number one for you, not for the teacher, not for your ummi, not for your abi. La. هذا لأنفسنا. This is for ourselves, first and foremost. And then take time to go back and read your notes. Don't be those students who take their notes, then they go into debates. وأن يرمي الدفتر على الكرسي وأن لا ينظر إليه أبدا. لا. Don't be those students that take notes, go home, and throw the book on the chair, and they never read the book again. No. You take time, like we mentioned yesterday. You have to take time out to go over your notes. Go over your notes. Some of the best memorizers, they memorize from their notes. They don't memorize Shafawiyan from the Sheikh. No, they memorize from the Kitab. The Sheikh is talking, they take in their notes. They go home and memorize the notes. And they become from the best of the shuyukh, the best of the students of knowledge. Time, point number 4, that you intend to remove ignorance from yourself and from others. What's the origin and mankind? What's their origin? What's their origin? Ignorance. That's the origin, ya ikhwan. Time. So for homework, كتابة هذه الآية في سورة النحل 10 مرات. I want you to write this verse, Surah An-Nahl, 10 times. Surah An-Nahl is surah number 10. The verses 27. The verses, what did I say, ikhwan? 28, a correction, 78. Not 28. I mentioned 28 earlier, correction. أخطأت أنا, I made an error. The verse is 78. 16, 78, not 28. قال والواقع يشهد بذلك. And the reality bears witness to this, that the origin and mankind is ignorance. فتنوي بطلب العلم رفع الجهل عن نفسك وبذلك تنال خشية الله. So you intend, while you're seeking knowledge, to remove ignorance from yourself, and by this you're going to attain the fear of Allah. By intending to remove this ignorance. We seek knowledge because we're ignorant. We're not knowledgeable, ya ikhwan. No. All of us are ignorant. حتى أنا myself. أطلب العلم كل يوم. أقرأ كل يوم. لا أظن أنني عالم. لا. أنا جاهل. Even myself. We read every day. You study every day. You take notes every day. We don't think that we're knowledgeable. لا. We're ignorant. The ignorant one seeks knowledge. If we thought we were knowledgeable, why are we learning? You're already knowledgeable. لا. الجاهل يتعلم. The ignorant one knows he's ignorant. فلذلك يتعلم. So he's going to seek knowledge. He's going to seek knowledge. طيب. قال كما قال أن الأصل فيك الجهل. He says because the origin within you, meaning the reader. The Shaykh is talking to the reader. The origin within you, the reader, us, is ignorance. Of mankind is ignorance. قال فإذا تعلمت وسرت من العلماء انتفى عنك الجهل. So now you learn, you seek knowledge, and if you become from those who have knowledge, you become from the scholars and those who possess knowledge, now this ignorance is removed from you. وكذلك تنوي رفع الجهل عن الأمة. Benefit number 2. Also, you intend to remove ignorance from the ummah, from the society. You also intend to remove ignorance from yourself and from the ummah, from the society. فالأم تتعلم ولا تبقى بالعلم وحدها. لا، هي تدعو الناس إلى علمها، تدعو الزوج، تدعو الأولاد إلى العلم. So the mother, our sisters, our mothers, they have knowledge, they seek knowledge. So she sits there knowledgeable all by herself? No. She learns, now she has to call to it. So she teaches her husband. Is it allowed for a wife to be the sheikh in the house? The answer is yes. هل بعض المسلمين يظنون على الرجل أن يعلم لأنه رجل وهذا خطأ. Many of the Muslims of today, they think, I'm the man, I have to teach you. I'm the husband, I'm the man, I'm the sheikh. Just because you're the man, Islam doesn't say that, ya ikhwan. أين الدليل على هذا? What's the proof that says that? There's no proof to support that. صاحب العلم يعلم. The one that has knowledge is the teacher. إذا الأم أعلى الناس في البيت فالأم مدرسة والباقيون يدرسون عندها يتعلمون عندها لا بأس. So the mother has the knowledge. Alhamdulillah. Now she's the teacher of the house. So the husband, the children, they take notes from the mother. Alhamdulillah. وكذلك الولد. ربما الولد هو يكون أعلى شخص في البيت. الولد يكون مدرسا. فالباقون يدرسون عند الولد. Alhamdulillah. So suppose the child is the most memorized in the house. The child is the knowledgeable one. Who's the teacher now? The child. It's not about gender, and it's not about age. It's not about gender, and it's not about age. Just imagine you come home and your wife has a lesson for you. Allahu Akbar. May Allah make our mothers and our wives and our daughters and our sisters like that. You outside at work with the brothers at the masjid, and now you come home. Oh, mashallah, they wore me out. And she says, alhamdulillah, class time. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. قال النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام إنما الأعمال بالنيات اكتب هذا الحديث. Alhamdulillah, هذا نعمة. So now you come home and the wife is the sheikha. You sit down, she says, hey, get that notebook out. I know you don't take notes in class. You're going to take notes today. The Messenger of Allah, he said, and she gives you a hadith. Alhamdulillah. Who doesn't want that type of household? Yeah. You come home and your daughter has a class for you. Abby, class time. And alhamdulillah, nahmadu. And she begins to give you a narration. Alhamdulillah. That's all of us should intend that, ya ikhwan. So he says, you become from the ulama, now knowledge is removed from you. وَكَذَلِكَ تَنْوِي رَفَعَ الْجَهْلِ عَنِ الْأُمَّةِ. Also you intend to remove ignorance from the society. وَيَكُونُ ذَلِكَ بِالتَّعْلِيمِ بِشَتِّ الْوَسَائِلِ لِتَنْفَعَ النَّاسُ بِعِلْمِكَ. And this happens by way of you learning and then disseminating your knowledge, teaching the people, opening up classes, going over lessons with the people, going over issues, so that the people can benefit from your knowledge. قال الأمر الخامس. Point number 4. Point number 5. What was the fourth manner? That you intend what? To remove what? Ignorance from yourself and from others. So who can mention all 4 without looking at their book? We learned 4 points so far. 4 manners. Who can mention them? زي تفضل. Number one.
الإخلاص بالله.
Al-ikhlas lillah, and correct intention for the sake of Allah. Number two.
When you're learning, make sure it's according to the Quran.
Learning has to be in accordance with Quran and Sunnah. Number three.
Defend the religion.
Jamilan. You intend to defend the religion. And number four.
Removing ignorance from the
MashaAllah, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. Rafa'ak Allahu fi hadhihi dunya wal akhirah. May Allah elevate your status in this life and in the hereafter. So who else can recite all four without looking? Further.
The first one is
Al-Ikhlas. Number one, sincerity.
The second one is
Has to be in accordance.
in accordance to the
Quran and Sunnah. Number three.
The third one is to defend the religion.
Jamilan. Last one.
And the fourth one is removing ignorance.
Allahu Akbar. Further.
Isn't the second one, you should be diligent while learning?
You should be diligent, and I think that was a benefit.
Oh.
That wasn't one of the manners. So one of our youth, one of the children, who can mention all four. Where's that little baby girl from yesterday with that nice recitation? I forget her name. She's not here today. Labas. Sundus. MashaAllah. Tayyip. What's your name, Yafi? You don't really talk much. May Allah bless you. Talking little is good quality to have. May Allah bless you. Tayyip. Ayub. You memorize all four? Oh, look, man. Memorize all four. Where's Ibrahim today? Ibrahim Majad. Tayyip. One of the hoopers. You memorize all four. Shoaib. What are you looking? Ikhlas. Learning in accordance with Quran and Sunnah. Defend the religion. MashaAllah, Allah Akbar. Tayyib. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Al-Khamis, the fourth point. رحابة الصدر في مسائل الخلاف. أين نحن من هذا في أمريكا? Where are we from this in America? أتمنى أن أمريكيين يتعلمن هذا. I hope that the American Muslim, when I say American Muslim, I mean the Muslims who live in America. طيب. Learn this point here. One point will remove all this refutation, all this division, all this argumentation. Allah Akbar. You go to this masjid, I don't like that masjid, I don't give you salat. All this will be removed, ya ikhwan. Having an open heart, a vast heart in issues of ikhtilaf. MashaAllah. Rahimahullah al-Shaykh. May Allah have mercy upon the Shaykh. When the scholars differ, عندما يختلفون العلماء عندما يختلف العلماء علينا أن نحمل رحابة الصدر في مسائل الاختلافية. When the scholars differ, not based upon their desires, no. When there are proofs and evidences to support what they're saying, then we can't be narrow-minded. No. You have to be open-minded. You have to have an open heart. فمثلا أعطيكم مثلا. We give you an example. في التشهد يوجد حالان. In the tashahhud there are two opinions. بالنسبة إلى السبابة. Talking about the pointing finger. This is called the sababa. السبابة. طيب. There are two opinions regarding what to do with the sababa. في التشهد. فالقول الأول الإشارة بدون التحريك. The first opinion, first position, is that you point it and you don't move it. You point it, but you don't move it. طيب. والثاني الإشارة مع التحريك خفيفا. And the second opinion is that you point it and you move it. So as a student of knowledge, the scholars they differ here. ولهذا القول دليل ولهذا القول الثاني دليل. So the first opinion, there are proofs, whether you like it or not. There are proofs and evidences to support. Second opinion, أحببت أو لا, if you like it or not, there are proofs to support. So you have to have an open heart. You can't be narrow-minded. So you don't have an issue with those الذين يخالفونك, with those who oppose you. لا. ولا تميلون إلى من يوافق معك. لا. And you don't incline towards those who agree with you. No. You're in the middle. And it doesn't make you feel any way. طيب فقلنا قبل اختلاف الفقه لا تضر أبدا. We mentioned some days ago or so, when I first met you brothers and sisters, differing in issues of fiqh will never harm. Ever. Ever. If it's an issue of fiqh, not belief, لا يضر أبدا. It will never harm you يا إخوة. Ever. وكذلك في مسائل اجتهادية. Likewise in the issues of اجتهاد. You know اجتهاد يا إخوان. اجتهاد مثلا القول بالضبط لا يكون في الكتاب ولا في السنة. والشيء اجتهد في حصول على الحكم أو حصول على القول. هذا يسمى اجتهادا. Ijtihad is when the issue or the word is not actually in the Quran, nor is it in the Sunnah. But the scholars come and they examine the Quran and Sunnah and they deduce from this a particular ruling. This is ijtihad. If this is the issue, this also never harms. يختلف العلماء في النقاب. The scholars differ over the woman covering her face. أنا أنصح جميع النساء بالنقاب. I advise all of the women to cover their face. خاصة في أمريكا, especially in America. خاصة في هذا الزمان, especially nowadays. لكن الحكم, but the ruling, that's my advice. But the ruling, what's the ruling? على المرأة أن تتنقب, upon the woman covering her face. What's the ruling? مستحب. وماذا? Recommended. All the scholars agree to that? Some say obligatory, some say recommended. لهم دليل, لهم دليل. They have proofs, they have proofs. So in these issues, it's upon us to have rahabat al-sadr. We have to be open-minded. We have to have an open heart. Not mutashaddidan, not strict and narrow-minded. No. You have your opinion, your position. Alhamdulillah. To me, the niqab is recommended from my studies. When I look at the Quran and Sunnah, I see what Sheikh Uthaymeen, Sheikh Ibn Abbas, Al-Imam Ahmad Ibn Abbas, I see what they're saying. Another person comes and say, hey, I see it to be obligatory. Alhamdulillah. You're still my brother, and أحبك لله. I still love you, alhamdulillah. إذا أنت تكون خيرا يمكنني أن أزوجك إلى بنتي ربما إذا تكون خيرا. You're still my brother. If you're a good guy, I have 3 daughters. Maybe you can marry one of them. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe. Gotta check you out a little bit. See if you can shoot some hoops. Inshallah. طيب. Some of the brothers were a little bit not as bad as I thought. I mean, we had on slippers, so I don't know if that counts. But alhamdulillah, Shu'aib had a little shot. Alhamdulillah. If he was aiming for the grass. Allahu Akbar. I don't know what he was looking at, but maybe in his mind, you're supposed to hit the grass. Alhamdulillah. Everybody's different. You know? I just wanted the way he was looking. But, alhamdulillah. طيب, we had Nadir. Nadir is one of the best from the youth that I saw. Alhamdulillah. May Allah raise Nadir. Alhamdulillah. طيب. So point number 4. What was point number 4, ya Ikhwan? Point number 5, Ikhwan.
Have to have an open heart.
Open heart in issues of ikhtilaf. When the scholars differ, not based upon their desires, لا, بالدليل, based upon their knowledge, based upon evidence. If they differ based upon evidence, and usually the scholars differ based upon evidence. طيب, فائدة. Second benefit of tonight. لماذا العلماء يختلفون? Why do the scholars differ? Write this point down, ya ikhwan. Why is there a difference of opinion? Why do scholars differ? We'll give you a couple benefits, inshallah. لماذا يختلف العلماء? Why do some scholars differ? Man Eugene, who can answer?
Understanding.
Okay?
They don't understand.
أحسنت. كل شخص مختلف في الفهم. Every person is different regarding their understanding. Every person is different regarding their understanding. Not everyone has the same comprehension. أعطيكم مثال. Give an example. ما حكم قراءة الفاتحة في صلاة al-jahriyah. What's the ruling on reciting al-Fatiha in the loud prayers? للجميع, for everybody. Or not best. What's the ruling on reciting al-Fatiha in the open loud prayers generally? What's the ruling? Obligatory, wajib, zid, there's more. Obligatory, that's it. In Kansas City, we got one opinion in Kansas City. Allahu Akbar. The Muslims agree. MashaAllah. Mustahab, so now we got two. Obligatory, sunnah. That's it. Come on. Zid. More. There are more.
With imam or without?
Generally. Wajib, look it up. They mention wajib. So now we have two. Wajib, recommended. Or wajib, sunnah. That's it. So we'll give you another. Fadal. Mubah, allowed. Not allowed, but close. Obligatory, sunnah. Laysa wajiban. Not obligatory, wala sunnah. Now we have three. Obligatory, sunnah. Not obligatory, not sunnah. You recite whatever is easy on you to recite. That's an opinion. So now we have three. Fourth, what you said?
No, I was just mentioning that if you were reciting behind the imam or not.
Right, and that's correct. Fourth opinion is obligatory on the imam, not no one else. Four opinions. Do the ulama just make this up? No. Right. Those that say, we're going to give you one hadith and how different scholars understand it. قال النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام والحديث عند البخاري ومسلم لا صلاة لمن لم يقرأ بفاتحة الكتاب. The Messenger of Allah said, there's no prayer for the one who does not read Al-Fatiha. There's no prayer for the one who does not read Al-Fatiha. Same hadith. Look at how some scholars differ. Abu Hanifa, he says, هذا في الإكمال ليس في الحكم. Abu Hanifa says, this is talking about completion, not in the ruling. Meaning, it's better to recite Al-Fatiha. But if you don't recite Al-Fatiha, your prayer is accepted, but it's deficient. Same hadith. Imam Ahmad says, as the Messenger of Allah said, La salata, no prayer. This shows it's obligatory. And that's the strongest opinion. Imam Malik says, هذا للإمام ليس للمأمومين. Imam Malik says, what our beloved brother says, this hadith is talking about the Imam. Only the Imam recites, not no one else. Abu Hanifa says also, الواجب التيسير الذي يقرأ عليه الذي يكون سهلا عليك من القرآن واجب. Abu Hanifa says, what's obligatory is not Al-Fatiha, whatever is easy for you to recite. They don't make these opinions, positions up, but they differ in what? Where they shake go? They differ in what? Understanding. Shu'aib was shooting good, mashallah, but it looked like he was trying to hit that gate behind the court. Alhamdulillah. We coming this way, Shu'aib was going backwards. Like, where the brother going? Alhamdulillah. His comprehension maybe was different. Maybe, I don't know. This might be that brother. Maybe, in Shu'aib's little heart, the court is not that square thing. Shu'aib sees the court to be the gate. So he had to get far. And maybe, alhamdulillah, his comprehension is different than Nadir. Nadir is trying to hit that metal circle thing. Shu'aib is not trying to hit that. Shu'aib is trying to hit behind that. Alhamdulillah, that happens. People are different in their comprehension. Alhamdulillah. Not everyone is the same. Second reason why the scholars differ. So in Shu'aib, no, this is just a joke, yeah, fun. Shu'aib is one of the best that we saw out there. Shu'aib knows we're playing with them, alhamdulillah. I don't think Shu'aib is getting offended here. It's my brother. Shu'aib has moves, alhamdulillah. He's the fourth best from the brothers. Shu'aib is number one after Nadir. These are jokes, yeah. And then it's okay to have fun while you're learning, you know. It's a time to play and a time to be serious. طيب. Second reason why the scholars differ. العلم الذي عند هذا ليس عند هذا. Second reason why the scholars differ. The knowledge that this sheikh has, this other sheikh doesn't have. Not everyone's the same. You brothers study from the same teachers. And the Imam Ayyub, and the Sheikh Fasih, and the Ustadh Ibrahim, and the Sheikh Yusuf, and the kada wa kada, and the Mudarris al-Muallima Shayman, and the kada wa kada. Alhamdulillah. All of you have the same mashaykh, the same teachers, the same Ustadh. But maybe the knowledge that Shu'aib has, Ayyub didn't memorize that hadith yet. The surah Zayd has memorized, maybe Muhammad didn't get there yet. So their comprehension is not the same. And number two, the knowledge that this one has, this one doesn't have. So the hadith that Imam Ahmed has, maybe didn't reach. Abu Hanifa never had that hadith. Third reason why the scholars differ. في ماذا يدل الحديث عليه أو الآية عليه. They differ on what is the hadith actually saying. They have the same hadith in front of them, same verse in front of them, same verse. Allah Ta'ala says, إذا قرئ القرآن فاستمعوا له وأنصتوا لعلكم ترحمون. Surah An-Nahl. If the Quran is being recited, then listen to it and pay attention, so that mercy will be shown upon you. Surah An-Nahl. Some scholars say, see, when the Imam is reciting, this is a proof that you don't recite behind him. You have to be quiet. Some scholars say, see, when you come in on Jumu'ah and the Imam is yakhtubu, you don't pray 2 raka'ah. You sit down. Because if you pray 2 raka'ah, how can you listen to the Imam given the ayat? But there's a hadith in which the Messenger of Allah was given the Jumu'ah. وَدَخَلَ الشَّخْص, and a man came in, وَجَلَسَ, and he sat down. Did the Prophet leave him like that? No. The Prophet said what? هَلْ صَلَّيْتَ, did you pray? The man said, La. The Prophet said, Kum fasalli rak'atin. The Prophet said, get up and pray 2 rak'ah. So this eliminates that understanding. When you come in and the Imam is talking, during the Jumu'ah, you sit. No. Anytime you come to the masjid and you intend to sit down, male or female, you pray 2 rak'ah. This is the sunnah of the Messenger. But they understood something different. This happens. The last...
Do you think that the Prophet ﷺ didn't specify these so that these opinions would arise and be easier for the Ummah?
طيب, the knowledge, ya ikhwan, is there. Al-ilm mawjood. The knowledge is there. The hadith are there. The ayat are there. Fahm sahaba mawjood. What the companions understood is there. But even the companions أحيانا يختلفون في المسائل. But sometimes even the companions differ. Although the knowledge is there, there's some hadith that it could be this or it could be that. So it's there, but what's actually being said could be alif or could be ba. Now yes, that's a little bit, but it's still there. So most of that, it is there. We just don't know it. The knowledge is there. It's not a new Quran. These are not new hadith. It's new to us. Bukhari is not new. Muslim is not new. A book that I recommend all of you get in your note in your library. The Sunan of At-Tirmidhi and the Sunan of Abu Dawud. Two of the greatest books you're ever going to read in your life. These books have been there for generations. We just don't study them. Look at all the books that we have there that most of us don't pick up. Knowledge has been there. There's no new knowledge. You don't want no new knowledge. Beware of new knowledge. You don't want no new knowledge yet. That's in the issues that wasn't talked about in the time of the companions, wasn't talked about in the time of the Salaf. What's something new? And we'll stop here, inshallah. Who can mention a new issue that you're not going to find it in the Quran, you're not going to find it in the Sunnah, you're not going to find it in the books of the Salaf? Crypto. Alhamdulillah. You're not going to find that nowhere here. That's the issue of ijtihad. Getting married on the video. That's new, even to Kansas City. Alhamdulillah. Getting married on the phone. One brother said, hey, I want to marry a sister. She's in Somalia. I'm in America. Can you just marry us off on the phone? Is that allowed? Where are you going to find that answer? Nowhere in the Quran, nowhere in the Sunnah. Get married on the video, no problem. That's the safest. Don't get married on the phone because you need witnesses. How can you witness? Your witness is with your eyes. طيب. So if you're going to do that, it's better to do it on the video. But where do you find the ruling of that? Not in the Quran, not in the Sunnah. That's something new. Something new.
Even though the sheikhs may have a different opinion, and you have to be open-minded to not to, squeeze yourself to one side.
Hey.
But also it goes to the majority, like maybe one sheikh has one opinion of his own, but 2, 3, 4 other sheikhs agree on each other.
Okay.
So it all doesn't go. That's that.
With the majority?
Yeah.
Sorry, my last point, Ikhwan, and then we'll stop. A good point, Barbara Shaykh. What about the Akthar Adadan? The position that has the most scholars who hold that opinion. In reality, although that sounds like in your mind the numbers matter, religiously it doesn't. In your mind, these 100 scholars say Aleph, these 1,000 scholars say Ba. 1,000 is more than 100, yes. But just because you're the majority in number doesn't mean that your hadith is authentic. Sometimes the position that's the most popular is the minority. But it looks like they have the authentic hadith when a lot of other people have the weak hadith. Also, nowadays, you don't want to be from the majority. You want to be from the minority. Because the minority is going to the Jannah. The minority is upon what's right, not the majority. At any rate, what the brother is saying is strong. It's a strong point. If you have the Jamhur, the most of the positions, it strengthens your argument, but it's not a proof. It's not a proof. So we'll stop there, Ikhwan, for the Salah. I believe I went over some time, inshallah, and we apologize about that. وجزاكم خيرا وسبحانك اللهم وبحمدك. Oh, yeah. الحمد لله. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت.
Allah